Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. Today it's a small step for the channel, but a giant leap for all bunnies in the universe. Today I give you from NECA Originals creation, Space Usagi. Let's begin! NECA TMNT Space Usagi. Okay guys, let's check out the outer box for Space Usagi. And of course, what catches my attention is this cool artwork of Space Usagi. He's standing in a distant world. He has his weapons drawn and is ready for battle, guys. And of course, this is a flat box, so we're going to be able to see the window view. And here we have it. Here we have a preview of the figure itself, looking absolutely futuristic. And look at all the accessories. Very, very nice. And to the left we have a picture of the figure, which of course it's Usagi floating in space, guys. Checking the side of the box, we can see the NECA logo and the TMNT logo. And of course below we can see the words, The Adventures of Space Usagi. Now let's check out the back of the box. And here we have an artwork of a Japanese ancient castle. It very much looks like the Osaka castle in Japan, guys. On the upper right we have information about Space Usagi. And below we have different poses you can display your figure with. Now let's check the other side of the box, which again we have the NECA logo, the TMNT logo, and The Adventures of Space Usagi. And that's it for the outer box, guys. Let's check out the blister box. Okay guys, here we have the blister box. And of course now you can appreciate even more this out of this world figure. Truly fantastic. The colors, the accessories, and the figure itself. And of course, on the background you can now see what appears to be a spaceship. The interior of a spaceship, probably the spaceship that takes Usagi Yojimbo in all of his space adventures, guys. Now, without further ado, let's check out the vanilla pose for Space Usagi Yojimbo. Now here we have Space Usagi in vanilla pose. What stands out is the spacesuit. Simply the colors are really striking. The yellow colors combined with the black and white colors really pop out. We can also see some perks that come with the suit, like the arm guards that look like they have thrusters. The same as the space boots. We have on the back a very cool jetpack, very handy for space missions. I very much like the brown cell shading on the torso, arms, boots, hips. This spacesuit is really out of this world. Now let's check out the head sculpt. It's basically the same head sculpt and expression as the regular Usagi Yojimbo. What changes is the color of the ponytail. The regular has a purple ponytail and this space version has a gray ponytail. And of course the gray ponytail matches the spacesuit colors. And of course he has a combat ready concentration face, very much like the regular Usagi version. And the details of the sculpted white fur all around the head, it's simply outstanding, guys. Now let's check out the articulation on this figure, guys. Okay guys, let's check now the articulation for Space Usagi Yojimbo. And of course we're going to start with the head. And as you can see, the head moves a little bit down, but it does move quite nicely up. And also you can move the head to the left and the head to the right very nicely. And of course the head tilts. It tilts to the left and it tilts to the right. And that's it for the head articulation. Now let's check out the torso articulation. The torso goes down a bit And it goes backwards a bit as well. Not bad at all. However, you cannot move to the left very much or to the right much either. You can sort of wobble the torso. You can make this rotative movement with the torso, guys, as you can see here. Now let's check out the arm articulation. The arm moves forward, the arm moves backwards, and the arm moves out. Usagi has a bicep cut, but it doesn't move that much. It's still stiff. However, Space Usagi does have a double jointed elbow. You can flex the elbow like this very nicely. And finally, for the arm articulation, we have hand articulation, but is also very stiff, so I don't want to force it. But you can rotate the hand, as you can see here. You can do full rotation. And that's it for arm articulation, guys. Now let's move on to leg articulation. As you can see, the leg moves forward a little bit, and it moves backwards a little bit. And it can also move out. The leg it does appear to have a thigh cut, but it doesn't move that much. It moves a little bit. And again, we have a double jointed knee articulation. And of course, you can bend the knee quite nicely like this. And we also have foot articulation, guys. Believe it or not, you can move the foot down or up again. However, Usagi doesn't have a rocker, so you cannot rock the foot, guys. And that's it for the articulation. Now let's check out the accessories. Okay, guys, here we have the accessories for Space Usagi. Let's start with the head sculpt. This is the alternate head sculpt, and as you can see, it's an angry face that he has here. And the difference here is that it has the bunny ears are completely folded down. Really, really nice. And of course, he has as well the gray ponytail, guys. Very cool. Next, we have the Wakizashi sword. Personally, this is my favorite accessory. Look at the colors here. Very nice green, black, and yellow colors. And of course, the black patterns there in the handle of the Wakizashi sword. Really, really nice. Really cool. Next, we have what I call the space knife. Very, very cool. Next, we have the space gun. And it is a blue space gun. But it does look a bit like a hairdryer. Next, we have the laser gun. Nicely sculpted. Those black lines are really, really cool there. It's a bit flat, this gun, but it does still look very cool. Next, we have the energy effect, guys. And of course, the energy effect goes with the Wakizashi sword, with a small sword. Energy effect like this. And now we have the space energy sword. Here! Very cool, guys. Next, we have this cool accessory here, which is the fish bowl or space helmet. And what you do is you open it like that. Place the part that goes on the back of the head first, and then just place the other part like this. So now he has become Space Usagi. So that's the fish bowl or space helmet. Now, of course, here we have our little friend, Space Usagi's little friend, Robot Spot, guys. Very nicely sculpted. I very much like the gray colors and of course the black lines there. And lastly, let's check out the interchangeable hands. First, we have a couple of gripping hands. Perhaps you can grab the Wakizashi sword with these gripping hands. Very nicely sculpted and painted. Next, we have the relaxed hands. And lastly, we have the other couple of gripping hands, but these are slightly more open. And that's it for the accessories, guys. Quite a few accessories. Very, very cool. This figure is based on the Space Usagi, which is a comic book series by Stan Sakai. And of course, this character is a descendant of Usagi Yojimbo. And Space Usagi lives in a futuristic setting, which emulates feudal Japan. He's a cosmic and courageous rabbit who battles the dishonorable samurai. I couldn't let pass the opportunity to have this figure, since one of my favorite toys from back in the 1990s was Playmate's Space Usagi. It is very, very exciting for me to have Space Usagi. Okay, thank you guys for watching this review. Do not forget to give a like, leave a comment, or simply subscribe. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.